Welcome back to another ranked Maokai game. In this game we're playing with Draven and we're up against Melio. We are currently in Platinum 1 and we are trying to make our way to Emerald 4 this season. So far this season we have not been in Emerald. Carrying or just getting out of Plat has been kind of a nightmare, to be honest. That's why I'm playing Maokai, to try to just have more consistent engages, to be able to carry more consistently or have a more consistent impact on games. We're going to get level 2 here, so we might go in. Even with Melio's heal, okay, I mean we got Exhaust Flash, that's okay. I mean maybe a bit aggressive from me, but putting some pressure on them, and then now we're able to push them into turret because of that, so can't say it was necessarily the right decision to go in there, to invest so heavily. I mean, I did use my Ignite too, but I don't know. Sometimes you just kind of play based on what you feel is correct, or just how you feel, and I don't think that has to be a bad thing necessarily. Okay, so Aurelian just dies to Cat there, that sucks. Yeah, there's no way she's gonna be able to catch Cat there. No way. But we can push the wave. That we can do. Force her to stay in lane. So Kindred invaded their jungle. So their jungler... Okay, so he's invading our jungle, potentially, or already invaded. Back at 8:35. Nice. Flash. Back at 8:50. Nice. Okay, so we got a lot down there with that roam. And it all started with their jungler doing vertical jungling to match our Kindred. So that's interesting. If our Kindred didn't invade, that would not have worked out as well as it did. But because she did, and because their Lilia knew, it did. Okay, so I mean I was topside. Maybe I should have helped push in the wave, but I don't know. Like I was just top, forced his flash, and then he just dies. Our top laner just dies. Like I said, maybe I should have helped him push. One thing I've noticed that I will say that is really important to climb as support is that when I was in lower elos, I could pretty much gank anyone. Like I didn't really care much about the champion who was mid or top or whatever. I would just gank anyone. Okay, this is dangerous. Okay. Yeah, that's my bad. That's me just being aggressive and just like walking up with no vision. That's on me, 100%. I didn't need to die there. Yeah, that's on me. I walked up with no vision and we didn't have priority mid or bot. So yeah, that's just kind of lazy pathing on me. But what I was about to say was that I've learned that in lower elos I could just gank anyone pretty much. But then in mid elo, which is plat, I mean it's really mid elo, and then high plat, which this is you know, kind of like mid to high elo. In those elos, you don't want to waste time ganking champions that have a ton of ability like a cat. Like nice. Flash. Back at 11. It's a waste of time because people in this elo, you know, people can just say whatever they want about plat and be like, oh yeah, plat is not like high elo, or plat players are not good. You know, a lot of people talk down on anyone who's not, you know, master, but whatever. Anyway, the fact is that platinum players are decent, like okay to decent generally. Some plat players are good, but generally speaking, they're at least okay. Like okay at the champion, okay at understanding the game, okay at understanding rotations. And just from being okay at those things, just that alone makes it not worth it and a waste of time to gank champions with a lot of mobility, because people are good enough, they're adept enough at their champion to use their mobility and get away from you, so that even if I time everything correctly, like the cat is probably still going to get away with her Shunpo. And that's just how the champion works. Like if the cat is just half decent, she's going to be able to just get away, even if I commit fully with flash, W, R, Q. So basically, with high mobility champions, just let them come to you and then mess them up. Don't try to focus on ganking them and trying to pull off a really amazing gank with perfect timing and everything. It's a waste of time. It's just not efficient. Much better to focus on champions that you actually can get ganks off on successfully. Like, they have an Aatrox top. That's not a very mobile champion. He's kind of slow, kind of immobile, even with his Q. Nice. So then ganking top makes sense, ganking mid doesn't really make sense. But going mid could still be good to just push in the wave and help my laner in that way. So I can remove this ping and just clear it because I have my entire team around me. Okay, why is she just walking up like that? I have flash. Okay, so then Cat actually decides to go in. I wanted to flash it in case Cat tried to walk away, but she actually went in, so yeah, I don't know why she went in there. There was no way she was gonna get anything done. So let's just go to Yorick and get the grubs for free, because they're not contesting. And he's really low too, so I kind of need to help him. But that is like a seriously good takeaway for you. Like if you're listening to this and you've watched some of the series, just like a few games here and there, you will see just that, especially my losses as Alistair, that like it just doesn't work. It's a waste of time to gank these mobile champions. Even if you know what you're doing and you understand all of their abilities and you understand all of the interactions between your champion and their champion, it doesn't matter if they have a ton of mobility, because in the end, you will most likely not get the kill. Even if you do, you probably invested like your flash and ignite, maybe ults, like you invested everything, so it's just not worth it. It just requires too much, takes too many resources from you. So just focus on champions that you can actually reliably gank. Damn, I was creep blocked there, but I don't think I could have W'd into her anyway. That was some serious creep blocking. Have Hex Flash. Okay, she's playing very safe, playing up. Kindred has her mark on the red. To be 100% honest, I'm not like 100% sure. I know that Kindred's really focused on that, like when they have a mark anywhere on the map, even if it's in the enemy jungle, they're so focused on getting that mark. So I'm assuming she gets some sort of bonus or buff or something from getting that mark. But it's still like super dangerous, obviously, to go in like deep into their jungle just to get that mark. So don't think it's worth it often. Okay, so now her mark disappeared.
An enemy has been slain.
But so far, it's looking pretty good. And again, no point really ganking mid unless like their mid is like completely pushed out. Maybe, you know, that's an exception. I have my R, so we can definitely make a play here. But it has to be Melio and not Mel, because Mel has her shield. So she can just shield my R. I don't think she can't shield my W, but she can shield my R and like bounce it back. So maybe we can go on Emilio or Amelia. Just waiting. I just want Draven to let them push in. They could, they don't know that I'm here, but they could check, of course, and if they check, then okay, so he checked, which is good of him to do. Like, he should have checked just in case. He did, so now that kind of stops my plan. So now I'm thinking just, like, Kindred is in their jungle and I don't want her to just die for nothing, so I want to be sure that we're there in case they try to do anything. If they're kind of lazy, maybe we can actually go in from behind. Okay, Lilia's coming. Yeah, we need to just back off here. So no objectives up. We have some money. We could go back. We do have stacks. We do want to use the stacks. So maybe just use the stacks on this wave. And then maybe go back and buy. But we need to be careful about Lilia because she can use her ball thing and then hit Draven, and if she does hit Draven she can use her R to sweep him. Okay, so I don't know what Lilia is doing. She just wants to help push, but Dragon is not even up, like I don't really see the point in that. So let's go back. Maybe put a pink down first. He's kind of going all in. Maybe we have to stop our back just to make sure that he's not going to die or anything. Okay. Dragon is spawning soon, so this is pretty good timing. Not the perfect timing, but pretty good timing to go back, buy, and get ready for Dragon. We have our flash, ignite R, so this is ideal. If they go on Dragon and they check, or they start it, then we have our R. Okay, so Lilia was in our jungle, meaning they might have a deep ward, a deep trinket.
The idol is over.
Okay, doesn't look like they have any vision. Gonna put a sapling there in that bush. Okay, so Lilia is there. I have my R. Just gotta highlight that because it's so important. I have my R. And of course I can stop Cat's ult with my Q, so I'm gonna save my Q for her R. And we're just going here together as a team into their jungle. Okay, what is she doing? What is this Lilia doing? She even flashed back at 1845. That was so poorly played by Lilia, just like very lazy. Very lazy positioning. Okay, how am I Q? There we go. Stopped Cats are immediately pretty much. Nice, very good. Okay, this is looking really good. Let's push this quickly. Just wait for Draven. I want to use my stack on the cannon, if this is a cannon wave. Okay, not a cannon wave, that's fine. Okay, let's get some damage off on the turret. Even if we don't get platings, like whatever, just getting the turret is still huge. Okay, and then Herald is spawning. So let's go back and go to Herald. She has her mark there too. Kindred. Yeah, this is looking really good. And I also feel like the enemy team is playing very poorly. Like their top is just getting destroyed, even though he got a kill like early on in the game. Like, but for some reason he's getting destroyed. I don't think Kindred has been up there much, so he's just losing 1v1, I guess. Let's go help Kindred get Herald. So it seems like Lilia is there. Okay, so it was Emilio. Yeah, saplings are so good at that exact thing you're seeing there. I'm just from putting that sapling, I'm sowing Emilio. Just putting that there zones one of their champions completely from that objectives. That's why it's so good. Okay, he didn't need to die there for free. That was really bad. Getting some damage off. Like, of course I know that she can just shimpo, but we got some damage off on her, so why not? Just pinging Yorick so he's aware of them rotating, Emilio and Cat. We should just... Okay, maybe, yeah, if I had flash there, okay. Yeah. Very poorly played from the cat again. Okay. Yeah, very poorly played from the cat. Going in like that. You get 2 turrets. Emilio and cat are both dead. Yeah, we should be able to get 2 turrets. Put a sapling behind for safety. Or yeah, I mean or just to the entrance there. Yeah. When you're pushing up like that, as Maokai, when you're pushing up, there are 2 ways of using your sapling. One is to put it behind you in case they try to flank, and one is to the side of jungle, or where the jungle entrances are. That's extremely effective. An extremely effective way of using your sapling. I mean, this is looking really, really good. Like, we have 1 top, 1 mid, 1 bot. Now it's just about maintaining control and then finding picks with our R, with our flash W. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to ward control vision and put our saplings for zoning and control, even more control. And then we're going to get objectives. My ultimate up in 3 seconds. 1 second, I have my ultimate. Could have used my ultimate there, maybe. But I think it's okay. We peeled for Draven. We got the kill. Yeah, I mean, they have no control. I feel like the enemy team is just giving up, to be honest. Yorick needs to be careful about just pushing mindlessly up top because he might just die and feed, and that could actually lose us the game. Atakan is playing top side, so let's go back and replenish wards and then go to Atakan. Again, same principle, just control vision, put down our own vision and saplings, and get objectives, and maybe catch someone out with our R. And that's something with Alistair would be so much harder, because you don't have an easy, reliable way to get on people. You have to just literally walk up to them and flash WQ, you can easily mess up the combo. With Maokai, if I just press R, I mean, that's all I need to do. Literally press 1 button. Let's get Emilio instead. Flash, level 25. Okay. Emilio is trying, but he's not getting any help from his team. Like, he's trying to put down wards, but his team is not helping him at all. And of course he's just gonna die then because he has no escape tools and yeah, there's nothing you can do. So I kind of feel for the Emilio in this game. He's trying, but yeah, it's not gonna work against a tanky Maokai who's just gonna mess you up the second you walk up. So now we can just push waves. Yorick is gonna go bot and split probably, and yeah, we can just go. She almost died to that. And what is Lilia doing? Okay, let's walk around. Interceptor. She's probably gonna go this way. I actually walked a bit too far. I have flash, but it's not really worth it. Yeah, I walked up too far. when I queued, if you noticed that. So I only slowed her. I didn't mean I wanted to knock her back, but I walked too far up. Okay, this is my bad. I'm out of position here. That sucks. That's on me. Yeah, that's just lazy pathing for me. And maybe just being slightly unlucky with Mel actually showing up. Yeah, but that's on me, of course. But you see, this is the thing. There's this chain reaction. Like, if one person makes a mistake, and then suddenly the second person, you know, just gets caught out. Like Draven should have seen them there, and he's not reacting. He's not doing anything. Why? I died, but that doesn't excuse you dying. You know, that's my thinking. But then luckily my team is able to, you know, get a double kill there. But like, that's the start of a throw, is when you make one mistake and you die, and you didn't have to die, and you know, you lazily path to a tower or something, just like I did. And then one person on your team dies because, you know, you're off the map and it's a 5v4, for example, and now another teammate dies, another teammate dies, and then suddenly the enemy team gets barred, and now the game has completely shifted and it's going from you winning to the game being equal or even losing. So it's kind of scary, like those situations, just seeing Draven die there. That's why it's so important that you don't want to die necessarily. You don't want to just die for nothing. Like, if I'm gonna die, I want to die because I committed to something that I thought was gonna work. And look at this Maokai, man. Look how good it is at just stopping him. Could go in here. R forward. Catch at least one of them. Okay. Nice. Got my Q for Cat R. Okay, I mean the enemy team is making a ton of mistakes, making it really easy for us, to be honest, to win. Yeah, they've just like resigned completely. They've just given up. They're not even really trying to do anything. So she can shimpo to the... I mean, there you go. So that's kind of why it's pointless to gank a cat, because it's so easy for her to get away. She doesn't even have to be a good player, just like okay. Goes back to my point about plat players being okay, like they're proficient, like at least competent with their champions. They understand the basics, so they're not going to let you just gank them easily. Okay, so we can just go back. Kinder's getting dragon. I can just go back and prep for Baron and then end the game. I think blue on Maokai is actually good. Okay, we got Trailblazer. We got all inhibs down. Just need to go to Baron. And get it. Secure it. And finish. But we need to secure vision properly first. We need to put a pink down in the pit. And over the wall. Maybe a sapling. Yeah, this type of ward setup is really, really effective. So that even if they try to do anything, like, it's going to be insanely hard with this type of ward setup. Yeah, my team is, I mean, they're all playing together. And the enemy team, they're just not doing anything. Like, the cat is just, and she goes in with no thought, she's just using her R when I'm right there. And I have my Q, it just doesn't make sense. Like, I could have used my R. I would have caught Emilio, I think. Okay, look at how strong Kindred is. Yeah, they have no chance. GG.